At 11, Wisconsin is part of a new legal challenge to the Trump administration's cutbacks at the Department of Education. The lawsuit filed just this morning says sweeping layoffs amount to a dismantling of an agency created by Congress. The department said earlier this week nearly a third of its employees are being cut. The lawsuit alleges the department will no longer be able to comply with its statutory requirements. Department leaders have insisted they will be able to meet their obligations despite these cuts. Governor Tony Evers just released a statement on the lawsuit, saying the federal cuts, quote, will make it harder to improve outcomes, class sizes will get even bigger, educators and staff could lose their jobs, end quote. And the governor says, quote, schools may be forced to close their doors for good, end quote. The Department of Education has not immediately responded to the suit.